Alright, Buzz, we are back. Apologies for a bit of a long break, I suppose, between maps. Not too sure what was going on, but everyone's readied up now. We're ready to hop on into Nuke. And of course, this is map number 2 of the series. We see in the opening one, map number 1 rather, which was Dust 2, the choice of Envy. It went in favor of Ghost 16 to 10. So that certainly wasn't ideal, of course, but look at this, a quick play out towards A right now. Envy actually doing a pretty good job initially at holding it down, but it gets a bit dangerous because Kusta on the Glock is an absolute monster right now. A quick triple kill being found by him keeps them in this round, but Android from behind with one. It's all on the Kusta now. He's looking to try and pick up the ace clutch rather, as the bomb at least should be planted down on B. That is a positive, the extra $800 per player, even if he doesn't win this one. Let's see, creeping up close to the ramp now. He hears the footsteps, of course, coming in from Fugly. He's actually just going to be hanging back, so he may not have actually heard them. A dink going to be found immediately, though, as Fugly's dropped to 9 HP. Being hunted down right now, pinned in towards Hell. This is dangerous, but he's also being flanked out by Android at the moment, so I don't know if Kusta's aware of this when he needs to be careful. Falling back into a much safer position, manages to take down Android. And what is that from Kusta? The ace clutch. He manages to make it work. It wasn't the 1v5, but it was a 1v2 in the end. And either way, all 5 frags being found. Kusta has been an absolute monster today for Ghost Gaming. This man is on fire. You can see the force buy going to be coming through from Envy. They want to try and return that immediately. Let's see if they're going to be allowed. Kusta, even with picking up the ace, actually decides to go for just a Mach 10 in this round. An interesting choice indeed. It's Freakazoid who gets a scout, or who gets an AK rather. It's a scout for Wardell. Scout was on my brain, of course, because we did actually see that being able to do the opening damage in this round. Neptune able to go ahead and catch one there as well. Nice bitrate. What's wrong with the bitrate? I think I have the bitrate on like 8,000. Yeah, 5 on 4 right now. With LE still low as well for Envy. And it's certainly a much more favourable position for Ghost to be in. But they are still just holding. They're expecting some aggression to actually come through from the CT side. And you can see Android at the moment, he is actually pushed up in the ramp room, kind of just chilling. So if they do end up trying to take it in that direction, they could be in trouble. Android on the CZ though. Steel, I think, is going to at least check it. Had the bomb though in his possession, so that gets dropped now. 45 seconds remaining. They need to retrieve it quickly. So much damage being done by Android. 2 frags and a dink onto Freakazoid. The AK being traded over to Wardell, of course, so the high HP player will have the AK to work with. The rifle, as it is the best weapon they currently have in play. Making their way down onto B right now. There's already a couple of players rotating down. The initial to deal with over in the window room has been spotted. Elido at the single door alongside actually Som on the UMP as well. So when they try and get that bomb down, it could be a difficult task indeed. The issue is they forgot the bomb. They forgot it. Oh no, I didn't even notice that because I just figured they're going to pick it up. But no, they didn't. They can bring it back towards A, but do they have time? No. Oh, maybe it's close. Let's see. Just about gets it down. Holy damn, that was close. Wow. I don't know if they forgot the bomb or if that was the plan. If that was the plan, that is, that's ballsy. Nade goes down at some good damage onto Som and Fugly in the vent, and at this point, I don't know, Envy right now, it's not looking too likely that they're going to pull off this retake. They don't have a defuse kit. They have 2 players trying to come up through the vent, a small choke point. It's certainly not ideal, but hang on, the trades are actually going in their favor. Kusta again left the clutch, but he may just be able to get it done because it's low HP on Som, and he was, of course, the last man standing. Kusta again steps up when it's needed. 1 versus 2 in the end, sitting on 7 frags already. Again, though, that bomb plant was a little bit too close in that previous round for my liking. Steel running out onto A on his own. JDM gets a frag on... What's happening? It's pretty much a full eco right now from Envy. They have some pistols. They have Kevlar on 1 player, and it's suddenly a 5-on-2 as the round has just basically only begun. I don't know why Steel pushed out on the A on his own, but hang on. Freakazoid and Kusta, they're looking to try and actually reclaim control of this round, and they're doing so successfully. Back to the 2v2. But I mean, Ghost aren't making this as easy as it could be. Smoke out towards A. Bit of a gap in the smoke, though. That could be an issue. Fugly is able to get some decent damage in with the USP. Just spamming away. Takes down Kuste, who finally has been dealt with. Had been the hero of those previous 2 rounds. Now it has to be Freak. Again, he was the top performer back on Dust 2. And looks like he's tempted to maybe try and go back up the vent. I think it was more so just peeking in to see if anyone was spotting down. See if he can maybe find a quick kill. It's down on B now where Freakazoid will actually get this bomb planted. 1v2, he hears the first player dropping down the vent. He hears both of them, I believe. He has a molly, but he's not going to be able to put it out. He needs to just find these frags right now. And against the AK, it's not going to be easy. Fugly with a quick headshot. And a defuse to come through for Envy as they make the eco round work. That is heartbreaking. And again, I don't know what the hell Ghost were doing. Why did Steel run out the hut on his own on towards A? Why did 2 players try and peek a ramp one by one? I don't know. Not a question that I can actually answer right now. As of course, Ghost, they'll be paying the price for losing that previous round. They're the ones now with the weaker buy. I mean, they can still get 3 AKs out, at least on the Wardell, Steel, and Kuste. A couple of weaker weapons then, a UMP for Freak, a CZ for Neptune, so it's not terrible, and Steel actually goes for the Galil, not an AK to specify. Had enough for the AK, wanted the Galil to get the full util though, which is understandable. They do immediately actually look to go get that outside control, so wall of smoke's going to go down. Thing is, a bit of damage early on already being put in favor of that CT side. But Ghost are going to be able to find some nice map control down in towards Secret. They have to try and deal with the op of JDM though, and that is actually going to be able to find the opening frag already. Falls back into a safer position as well, is able to retreat and stop those T's from closing in the distance. They can, if they want, they'll make their way out on towards B, but it seems like they're not going to commit for the moment. Kind of falling back for now, and maybe rethinking about where they can actually bring this round. Of course, still having the man disadvantage, certainly not ideal. 999 rounds. Yeah, that's just, again, guys, I don't know why it says that, but it just does on ESCA servers for some reason. Don't worry, it is the normal first to 16. It only says it on GoTV, I believe, as well. Ageless Wonder says idiots can't read the chat, but I mean, Live could just be the sponsor. It's a rerun, but it's sponsored by Live. That's what it is. So it's both. JK. I have to add the JK, you know, because just in case someone takes that super seriously. But yeah, let's see. 4 on 5, of course. Ghost are looking to try and pull this back. They're running low on time, but they have found a nice little opening. Splitting up onto this A bomb site. The AK, of course, opening up at a headshot. But look at the amount of damage that's being done. There's 3 players low for Ghost right now. But if they can keep finding these kills, then maybe it won't matter. A man advantage actually in favor of the T side with the bomb going down. Fugly, though, catches the aggression in door. That's the healthy player that gets dropped. But Fugly takes some damage back in return, so he's going to swap with JDM. JDM, not known as a rifler, but with the healthier HP, rather, he decides to take it off of the take it out of hands of Fugly and give him the op so he can be a little bit more impactful himself. But Kuste, he steps it up on outside. Freakazoid going to quickly drop Fugly, and now JDM is left all alone. He's picked up the op again, and he's looking to just run away and save it. Ghost able to instantly return around. Is there seriously no way to watch the Lazarus versus Call match? That was actually the match I was initially going to stream, but the problem was that the previous game between Ghost and ATK just went on for so long that I wasn't able to catch the start of it, so we ended up going with this game instead. Is Neptune any good? I always thought he was overrated, says Toxic Inducer. I mean, I think he seems like a pretty good player. I'm not going to lie and say I'm super familiar with him, because I'm not. So I'll let the Americans answer your question. But of course, at the moment, I'm just chilling, reading the chat while we have this pause in. It is a tactical pause, I believe, for Envy. We'll double check that right now. Yeah, Envy indeed did call for the timeout, so they're just wondering what they're going to do into this one. I mean, they can buy if they wanted onto 2 players. They have 3 then who are looking at an eco, so I feel like the eco is more likely, and they are just going to be able to get a decent buy in the next round instead. Go ahead and actually just upgrade P250s in this round, so there is a chance on the for the Envy side rather to get some damage in. That is going to be their goal, try and drop a few of these weapons. Steel though already actually creeping all the way down into Secret, and it doesn't really seem like Envy are too aware of this. They haven't rotated anyone down. Ghost, though, what are they going to do with that? I think they probably actually will try and take it down towards B, it seems. Smoke and a Molotov being put down allows for Steel to get the control. He now realizes that there's pretty much no one here. He's going to peek in the ramp, though, so that could get a little bit dangerous. But he finds the frag onto Android anyways. And with that now, I would imagine that we will see the rest of Ghost making their way down towards B. A lot of ground to cover, though, so it still could get a little bit dangerous. Kusta doing some good damage. Hunts down the frag with the Mach 10 onto Ellie. And will indeed be able to find it, so... I mean, I guess they could just take it towards B, but they're not going to be doing so. They're still kind of working everywhere on the map right now. Finding the frag, so I mean, it's not too big of an issue, but it could get dangerous with them kind of going for those one-for-one fights. Eventually, Som does end up winning one against Freakazide, but traded back quickly by Wardell, so no weapons to be picked up. It's all on JDM, as it is about to be a 4-1 lead for Ghost here on the D side of Nuke. On EU Qual stream earlier, Caster leaked Cloud9 going to be the last invite. Can you confirm the leak? Well, first of all, I think that was Jay on the EU stream earlier. It was meant to be Jeet, but he had some internet issues, and I don't think Jay would know who the last invited team are going to be. I don't know why anyone would think I'd know. I'm just a little caster, you know. It's all I do. I have nothing else to do, anything else. Caster confirmed, gonna solo cast majors. That would be tiring, man. That would be very tiring. I much prefer having a co-caster with me for anything. Imagine solo casting a major though. The amount of hype, etc. you have to put into that, you'd be drained. But yeah, right now 4-1 for Ghost. They're extending this lead a little bit further. The buy now is gonna come out from Envy, but they need to start making these gun rounds work. Ghost already beginning to build up a decent foundation here for the T side. Finding 2-3 more rounds puts them in a position where they can be happy with the half. So, yeah, not ideal. Envy want to start picking it up at this point. The up in play, it is in the hands of JDM, as you would expect. The FAMAS being the only weak weapon that they do have. It's a quick push actually in towards A right now from Ghost. And I was going to say it's not going too well because they are being cleaned up. They had a little bit of room to work with. They took some damage initially from the Molotovs, but no idea that Fugly could just push in through that smoke. He's allowed 2 free frags. And now it's all on Wardell on outside. He's been actually spotted creeping into main and already taken down. That was a very, very quick round indeed. Caster dab on stream to prove it's live. I'm not dabbing. Also, I don't have a camera on. He said it like it would have been public. I don't know. He probably just made a mistake, to be honest. Rip Observer, there is no Observer. It's Auto Director, unfortunately. It's all me, baby. I'm running the stream, I'm casting it. It's 2 AM in the morning right now, and we've still got this best of 3 to finish, and then 1 more to go. Yeah. Couple weaker weapons, of course, in play for Ghost right now. A Deagle, a CZ, a Galil for Neptune. No Nifty. No, unfortunately, Nifty not able to play. I believe he is doing some analyst work at a Blast event over in Madrid, if I remember correctly. So, of course, Ellie standing in, the coach of Envious, or of Envy, just Team Envy now. Apologies. But, yeah, Fugly, nice little peek out, is able to drop Steel, who was creeping up around that smoke, so an advantage being found. Some good damage as the spam comes through onto Kusta, eventually taken down. That was a little bit awkward indeed. It wasn't doing very much damage at all through the metal. But Android as well over towards B right now. This is just being locked down. All of the frags going in favor of Envy at the moment. The smoke gets dropped as Android falls back off into a safer angle. But yeah, the op and the AK in the hands of Freakazide and Wardell, they should at least be carried over. That's a small positive. We won't see them buy up though around them most likely. I mean, if they wanted, maybe Steel could manage to pull out a little bit of a buy, but even then he wouldn't be able to get the AK with full armor. He wouldn't be able to get utility out, of course, either. Even if he just went for the body armor, he'd be limited. So I don't know. What's the decision right now for Ghost? What are they going to do? Are they going to try and force up around this one, or are they going to go ahead and take the eco? Even if they do that, though, of course, Wardell and Freakaside haven't saved over, don't have any money in the reserve. So that's why I was kind of wondering, were they going to actually go for an eco? But no, they've bought up an MP7, a couple of CZs as well. And a quick play going to be coming out towards A, just for Steel to get down the vent once again. We've seen him do this already. The MP7 charging forward, and that's a little bit of at least ground covered right now for Ghost to start this round off. It is known, though, I believe. You can see, I believe that's JDM. It is indeed on the bomb site. So they have already rotated someone down. I believe they did actually just spot him jumping down the vent. The Molotov didn't really do any damage, though, of course, so he is still looking pretty healthy. A minute and 10 seconds now remaining for Ghost, and what do they do? That's kind of always thing I want. It's the thing I always kind of wonder when they do have a bit of ground. They have a player down towards B early on. It's not like it's easy to get the bomb to join that player, like, so it's a tough one. Steel gonna go down, unfortunately. I mean, he could have been useful for sure if they were trying to go in towards ramp room, etc., because he could have came up from below and given them a second avenue of attack to try and split in on the player who was holding ramp room. But of course, not being allowed. It was dealt with, rather. What the hell? By Android. And now it's a 5-on-4. Man advantage in favor of Envy. No longer the case, though, as Android ends up getting taken down by that op over towards ramp. So that should be a weapon, actually, to be picked up right now for Ghost. So it could make this a little bit more doable. Problem is, time beginning to get low. Kusta's nowhere nearby to be able to actually help them at the moment. So they do need to manage to find these entries quickly as they come in through the ramp room. Not a great position for JDM by any means. It's very tradable, and that's exactly, of course, what happens. But Ellie, he again returns one. There's 10 seconds left now for that bomb to be planted. It is on the back of Wardell, but he just can't really do it because the second he jumps down, of course, it's just going to be the crosser of Ellie that goes ahead and focuses on him. 4-4. And Nico now going to have to come through from Ghost finally. But with that, Envy, they're looking to go ahead and take themselves the lead. Down onto the pistols and the Kevlar. They actually did buy up again. I don't really like this for Ghost. I mean, it's a little bit awkward since their economy's low. They don't really get much loss bonus, but I don't know. I feel like taking the 1 eco maybe would have been better. They do at least manage to get the bomb plant down on B already. Again, just dropping them the vent to start the round off, but they've lost the player in the meantime, so a man disadvantage coming into the after plant. Let's see how it's going to go for them. Trying to push in on ramping, get up close with the pistols. Not being too successful. It's only Kusta to get a frag on outside. Gets himself the AUG off the back of it as well, but Wardell's going to have to try and hold down that bomb right now. Otherwise, they can just straight up hop on it. He has to delay for the rotation to come through. And although he is still alive for the moment, the bomb actually already being stuck, I believe. They're not able to stop it, and that defuse is indeed going to come through. 5-4 now. Envy go ahead and gain themselves the lead. But I mean, not too bad from Ghost. Being able to get a bomb plant, keeping 2 players alive, saving over an AUG as well. There's definitely positives to be found. And a pause coming through. It is a pause from Ghost, of course. A tactical, realizing that they did at one point have a 4-1 lead and have begun to let it slip away a little bit. They'll be coming back onto the buy now in this round, I believe. Definitely should be. Kusta has an AUG on the ground. At least he should do. Did carry one over, so if it's gone, I wouldn't know where. But yeah, everyone else is able to buy up. Neptune, unfortunately, isn't going to be getting a great buy. If he wants to get the AK, it'll be with the Kevlar and no utility. And that is indeed what he goes for in the end. But actually, speaking of Neptune, he's struggling right now. He's 1-8 at the moment. So we will take a quick look at the scoreboard here and see that that is the case. It's Kusta, of course, at the top of it for the T side and for the entire server. 12-4. He had that ace clutch to kick off the game with the pistol round here on Nuke. Since then has had some nice rounds for sure, but let's see. Can he step it up again? Can they begin to pick up a few more rounds here on the T side? Again, it's all about trying to grind out the rounds when you're on the T side. Bring it up to 6 or so and you're happy. But Envy, since getting onto these guns, have been looking really solid indeed. Fugly actually finds 2 quick headshots to shut down that initial ramp push. Neptune and Steel are quickly taken out of server. At least for this round, of course. Oh, and the Oppa JDM actually finds Freakazide creeping down into Secret, so there's just nothing really working out for this T-side at the moment. Being picked off one by one. And that continues to be the case. I mean, this time at least the Molotov from Kusta does return one, but that is it. Third person again on a body. I don't know what the hell Autodirector's doing, but what is Wardell doing? That's the main question. He's trying to get that bomb planted perhaps down on B. Drops the smoke to try and play around. I think he wants to see if he can find a frag first before trying to actually get that bomb planted. Wants to make it a winnable position, which he does end up doing. Problem is he takes a lot of damage in the meantime, so dropped to 12 health and finished off by that Molotov there from Fugly. 6-4, Envy continue to build up the lead right now. Doing a good job building up economy in the meantime as well. You can see Fugly actually just under 15,000. Som on 8,000 after reinvesting. JDM 9,000. So they have a good bit of money left in the reserve. They're not going to be struggling to buy anytime soon. Fugly. A little bit awkward on that first one. He does some good damage though when a flash comes over to give him the help. And will actually quickly find a double kill. Ellie gets 2 of his own, and then Som finishes it off onto Wardell. Again, just an eco though in that round for Ghost, so we didn't really expect too much to come true. But it's 7-4 now. Ghost, 4 rounds on that T side isn't really enough in all honesty, so they do definitely still want to find more, but they've got the room to do so. As I said, if they just bring it up to 6, they'll be in a good position. Envy on the other hand though, if they can recover this back to the 11-4 half after actually being down 1-4, that will be pretty spectacular. Putting them in a good position, of course. If it's needed, map 3 is going to be Train, which I think would be an interesting one. But look at this from JDM right now, getting aggressive into the hood. Kusta had absolutely no idea, leaves himself exposed, trying to walk over towards ramp room and ends up getting dropped. And man advantage again goes in favor of Envy to start off this round. Caster kind of yeet. I mean, maybe a little bit. By yeet, you mean can I say it or can I throw stuff? It's a strange question. Fugly though. Another headshot comes through. All onto Steel. Left in a 1-on-5. I don't think that's going to be happening. Should be finished off pretty easily, and indeed he is, as his side is going to be spotted. Peeking in through main. Som and Ellie combined to take him down. 8-4, double the scoreline now. Envy with 7 rounds in a row. Are indeed beginning to look a lot better here. As I said, since the guns have come out, they've been looking really solid. As again, it looks like an eco is going to have to come true for Ghost. Pistols should be upgraded at the very least, but I don't know. I don't know right now. It's getting out of control a little bit. They seem to have stagnated on this T side again, as I said, letting away 7 rounds in a row. They do eventually get Kevlar and a bit of utility behind those pistols, so gives them a good chance in this round to try and get something done at least. If they can find a bomb plant, that would be nice. At this point, damage isn't really anything that can be impactful, just because there's so much money built up for Envy that they're not going to struggle to buy for the rest of this half anyway. So really the only positives that they can take from this round is if they are going to go ahead and take the round win. Go. Quick play towards A. That nade, though, could actually do some pretty solid damage. It does drop Wardell quite low. Ellie then takes Steel down quickly. The coach of Envy doing a great job as he takes out 3. Assisted then by Fugly and JDM to finish off that round. 9-4 again. No one goes down for Envy. Look at their money. Making absolute bank right now. As I said, no issue with buying for the rest of the half. They can buy up as much as they want in these next couple of rounds and they would still be fine. There we go. Ghost back onto the buy. They need to make this one count. As I said, they were looking to try and bring it up to 6 rounds at the least. That's optimal right now. Haven't lost 8 in a row. The best that they can do is bring it up to 6, and I don't know how likely that's looking. I feel like they do at least want one more round here, though, on the T side if they want to make it a game that they can stay competitive in. Molotov on top of the hook, going to force Ellie down, and actually, of course, does stop him from being able to spot Steel getting down the vent. And gives him the room to do so. So again, Steel actually been able to creep down and get some good control early on into the round. It hasn't really worked out too well for them though so far. That's been the issue. Oh, again, how many times is this exact same situation going to happen where Sam is just spraying away at the legs of someone in the hook of Ghost Gaming, who for some reason has gone in there when he's been playing this position time and time again, and they can't really fight him back from that spot. It's a little bit strange. Aggression from Ellie going to be successful, but he will actually be traded back, so maybe not too successful anymore. And 1-for-1 does tend to favour the T side, so Ghost going to be happy with that exchange that they found early on, but let's see. Where are they going to take it? 45 seconds remaining. Looks like A is going to be their goal, of course, but again, as we said, they did have a player down in towards the B bomb site who made his way through vents. That was Steel. Not too sure what he's doing at the moment, kind of just creeping down still towards B, but I don't know, he ideally would want to come help his teammates soon if they're going to try and commit towards A. Steel actually will indeed actually manage to make his way around through Hell. That got him a quick frag. Neptune then taking down JDM. Freakazoid trades back onto Som. He's only allowed one frag from the roof. And with that, now the bomb goes down. 3v1. This should be Ghost finally picking up another round and putting a stop to that 8-round win streak of Envy. And indeed it is. Neptune with the final frag. 9-5. Envy, of course, buying up easily in this round again. But can Ghost actually take it a 6 at halftime? That's the question. What's the series score? It's currently 1-0 for Ghost. They were able to pick up Dust 2 with a 16-10 scoreline, if I remember correctly. Careful being tagged down. Of course, is towards this door in pretty much every round. Likes trying to make it work to get that control down and towards the vent. But a nice shot from JDM on outside. That could have been dangerous. Was almost caught off guard by Kusta. Rather, Freakazoid actually does get a kill there. I don't know how he got that shot off quickly enough to take down JDM, but of course, quickly being traded back out our way. So Envy still able to retain the man advantage. But the up taken down early on, I mean, that's a decent find. Steel having taken some damage as well. It's certainly a favourable position right now, quite heavily for Envy. Creeping in towards ramp, not going to make it any easier right now because, as you can see, Android was holding it, able to find a quick frag on the AUG. Falls back down onto the B-bomb site, and Ghost right now in pursuit are not going to be finding any more success than before. Wardell trades, but a 3 versus 1 is what he has to try and deal with. Breaking into the window, though, misses the shot against Ellie. I believe that's Ellie anyway. It is indeed. Just going to fall back off and allow for the rotation to come in from his teammates to help him, and that's exactly what happens. Fugly able to just get the, I want to say backstab, but it wasn't actually a stab, it was with the AUG. But figuratively, it was the backstab because he came in from behind. But yeah, 10-5 at half-time. Envy, after being down 1-4, that is a pretty amazing recovery. They're going to be really happy with how that half went. If they pick up this second pistol round now, then I feel like they may just run away with Nuke and quickly send us on to map number 3. Sorry, Buzz. I had to get a quick drink into me. Yeah, what the hell is that little white bit actually to the left of Ellie's name? I saw people pointing it out before in the previous game. I didn't actually notice it then. But it only seems to come up at half-time. That's really weird. It was beside Kusta, I believe, in the last one. So, Caster, where are you from? I'm from Ireland. Dublin, Ireland. Or as everyone else says, Dublin, whatever other country they want to put in there. Because I don't know. The chat has been trolling. Hopefully it won't be too long before we are getting back into the action. Never want a long pause between the halves. But yeah, I don't know. Ghost right now, they just completely fell flat on that T side once the guns came out. Envy were just shutting it down, and a reminder for anyone who may just recently be joining us, this is the map choice of Ghost Gaming, so a little bit shocking that after coming out with a 4-1 lead on that T side, they're only able to get one more round. Let's see though, again, with it being their map choice, who knows, maybe they can get off to a good start on the CT side and come straight back into it. We are just going to have to wait and find out. Caster, what should I eat for bulking? I don't know. Not good with that sort of stuff, man. Not gonna lie to you. Caster, can you confirm you were here for the next 998 rounds? Well, I hope not that many, because it's already 2:15 in the morning here, so that would be ideally not the case. But yeah, I'll be here for a while. As I said, this is only the second last best of 3. We have another best of 3 after this. So how it's going right now, it looks like it could be a 3 mapper. So I wouldn't be surprised. Do I play Face It? Yeah, I do. Official charts a little bit. I also play ESL. I guess I better shout that out. I just play CS in general. Here we go. Quick play, actually trying to come in towards ramp room right now. That's the bomb, I believe, being dropped in the beginning. It has been retrieved by JDM. He stuck around for a moment trying to take the fight, so that could have been dangerous. Someone said start the game. It's already started on my screen. I know you're a little bit behind, but god damn it, guys, have a bit of patience. It was half time. What can I do about it? But yeah, Fugly and JDM now. All that remain. This is looking to be a pretty quick pistol actually coming in right now from Ghost. Unless we see a little bit of a miracle from JDM and Fugly, and of course, it's always possible. We seen it from Kusta in the last half. He was the one actually that came in and was able to go ahead and take the ace clutch. So who knows? Maybe it's possible. Fugly gets 1, but as I tried to build up some hope, as I tried to build up a dream for Envious, it's quickly snatched away because the defuse is going to be found after the frags come true. And that's Ghost going ahead and picking up a 6th round. 2:15 AM on the USA East Coast. I don't think that's true. It's 2:15 AM in Ireland, though. Please give us Lazarus versus Envy, I see someone's asking for. Is that the, I'm guessing, the winner of this game goes up against Lazarus then? Did they win their other game against Complexity? Haven't been able to watch it, unfortunately. But yeah, Nico coming through now from Envy anyway. They're not going to force it up. This is a difference. I think we've seen so far in the previous best of 3 and in this one, I think we have seen the force spike come in every single second round so far. And for Ghost, at least, I think it's worked out every single one of those times. Envy, though, not as confident in their ability with the scouts and the pistols, so just a couple upgraded pistols coming through. A Bison tearing them apart on ramp. Kusta having a little bit of fun, building a bank to go towards a potential op if he wanted to bring it out. Although he hasn't even really been playing with it. Even when they do go for the double op setup, it's usually Steel, from what I've seen, who's pulling out that secondary op. At least he was back on Dust 2 a little bit. Kusta, I'm sure, does pull it out at points. Could be just dependent on positions, etc. in maps. 9:15, yeah, that's what I thought. It's like 6 hours behind or something like that. Here we go. A buy from Envy going to be in. They have the rifles and Fugly has the opening kill. A quick headshot onto Steel. Took a dink in the process, of course. And almost lost his life while dropping back down, I believe. But was able to actually take the frag out of their way and survive. A 5-on-4 favor in Envy to kick off this round. And it has been confirmed that it was 2-1 to Lazarus over Complexity. At least that's what someone said. What do you think about Ireland having basically no esports teams right now? I mean, it's just not really big here. Nice kill from Wardell, though. Able to return 1, of course. That was definitely needed. Especially with Fugly now being on 5 HP as well. That makes things a little bit better for Ghost, considering they do have such weak weaponry. But unfortunately, Android pushing forward on ramp gets a quick headshot. Apologies. I have hiccups at the moment. They've come out of nowhere yet again. Been drinking lots of water to keep my voice going while solo casting. But yeah, 3-on-3. Wardell on a bit of an off angle here on the ramp isn't going to be expected. That allows for him to drop some, and with that as well, actually, the bomb getting put down. And you can see he just dropped that Molotov, expecting a player to be coming up through B, just because of how, like, kind of nonchalant, I guess you could say, Som was being coming forward with that bomb. Wasn't being cautious of the ramp itself at all. Trades back and forth, eventually coming in favor of Ghost. They pick up the opening gun round here on the second half, and now they're leading. Rather, they've closed in this deficit to only 2 rounds in the difference, so it's getting a little bit closer. I actually do want to just go ahead and check that call Lazarus game. Been told it was over, so I just want to check what exactly the scores were. Oh, 16-5 on the last map. That's 16-8 on the second map in favor of Lazarus. So they actually pulled off the reverse sweep. That's pretty nice indeed. Right now, though, Wardell on that AWP towards outside up against the Eco and opponents, having a nice little time cleaning up and padding the stats. That's what he's going for. Doesn't want to get dropped, though. Needs to be careful, having already lost one teammate, and eventually goes down to that CZ of Fugly. Long range. The CZ not known for its range, but it works out in this situation. Ellie taking down Lodo by that nade, dropped to 22. Means that it shouldn't be too much of a struggle for Ghost Game to just finish off this round. Is it ever warm there, Caster? I mean, it depends on your definition of warm. I mean, a good summer day is probably like 25 to 26 degrees Celsius, which is not warm in countries that are traditionally considered to be hot countries. But, I mean, it's warm enough for me. I'm the whitest person you will ever see, so I'm good with avoiding sunburn. I end up looking like those little squishy sweets. Red and white all over. And this one's taking a while. Fugly kind of chilling. Should be taken down any moment now by Neptune. And indeed he will. So 3 players surviving in that round for Ghost. Not too bad. A bit of damage though, at least being brought in by Envy. They can be happy with that. Why is Ellie playing for Nifty? Nifty, I believe, is on the analyst desk for Blast Pro Series Madrid. So unfortunately, not in America right now to actually play this game. So they are stepping in. They do have Ellie rather stepping in. The coach. He's been playing quite well. Not only in like one map, he's been pretty consistent throughout, which has been good to see. I mean, he's not fragging amazingly, but he's had some nice rounds. He's doing his job, and that's really all that you can ask of him. But look at this from Wardell right now, getting aggressive, not actually able to find the opening shot, but he falls as he retreats. He finds it rather as he falls back as he retreats. That's when he finds success. Still able to go ahead and shut down Ellie, creeping up into secret. Having no idea that there was going to be a player up close. And now it's a 4-on-3 with the HP also favoring Ghost. So Envy now on this D side, beginning to very quickly lose this lead that they had to kick off the half. What is this Celsius sorcery you speak of? I mean, it's only the way that most of the world do it, you know? The majority of the world, the right way to do it. Fahrenheit doesn't make any sense. It doesn't. I'm going to come out and say it. I'm going to come out and say it. Everyone's going to hate me now for it, but I'm saying it. And the metric system rolled. Fugly though, low HP already. Oh, that is actually perfect timing. Able to just about creep out a door because of Steel shoulder peeking. He's underneath him right now. I don't think it's going to really give him very much though. If he had got Neptune, then maybe there was a chance, but unfortunately not going to happen. Headshot quickly comes through. Wasn't even needed as he was already low, of course. But it's all onto JDM now. He's left in a 1v4. I mean, I've seen some nice clutches from him in the past, but I think this was probably just a little bit too much to ask of him, especially as he's also being flanked out. Maybe he can get a couple of kills from it. Decides to run away down the vent and realizes that saving is probably his only option. So let's see if that's going to be successful. Molotov's the door, so he can't be hunted down. Oh, he can actually get the bomb plant. I didn't think he'd have enough time, but apparently he did. Oh, okay. Unfortunately taken down. For a second, I thought that Freakazoid got the wall bang there, but it was just the molly of JDM. Taking him down, of course. That was interesting. I love that we just started a war in the chat between the Imperial and the metric system. Yeah, it's 10-10. As I said, that lead that was in favor of Envy has quickly slipped away. That's why they called in that tactical pause right there. Just a couple of seconds to discuss what's going on, what's going wrong. They're coming into this one either way with just that AK that was saved. A Mac 10 for some. Oh, there wasn't even an AK save. What am I on about? We bought that up, I believe. A Mac 10 then for some. 2 Eagles and a PP50. So let's see what's going to happen. Can Envy get anything done in this round, or will it be Ghost looking to go ahead and claim themselves the lead? That is the question. A little bit of Molotov damage coming in to kick off this round. Ellie, oh! I was gonna say this could be dangerous. He was ready for the aggression, but then they lined up. So much damage being put in by Steel before he went down. But he does go down. That's the most important thing for Envy. They're able to actually get an AUG out of it. But as I said, a couple of players being tagged up certainly doesn't make it easy. I only like the English units because you're over 6 feet tall. Accidentally went off of the chat. Someone typed a message to me. I think it might have been Louis. If you want to throw that in again, because I didn't. Oh, never mind. I have another one open here. Meanwhile, YouTube chat is civilized. Oh yeah, Louis mods everything. This man is just amazing. I don't know how he's in every chat at once, but you know who else is amazing right now? It's Wardell, because he's just quickly taking this round in favor of Ghost. Catches a couple of players trying to cross on outside, able to take them down. And now it's a 4-on-2. It's only JDM and Android that remain. Make that just JDM. Still alive for now. Shots are being missed, so it will cost the life of Wardell, as he's not able to connect them all. But trying to hunt down the op, then JDM will be returned on quickly. There was, of course, a player still nearby. So 11-10. Ghost Gaming going to go ahead and reclaim the lead. But they've had a strong start now on both halves, and it's still been a relatively close game. 6 in a row, though. This is the best we've seen from them. Can they keep it up? They're looking much, much better here on the CT side. They're starting to build up a bit of money for themselves. I mean, they don't really have enough for a full buy onto everyone. That's kind of the main issue. Caster, what do you think of Denver making magic mushrooms legal? I seen something about that, just like a post on Twitter or something. I didn't know about it until, I think, yesterday. I didn't know it was made legal either. I just saw that there was a vote. And I suppose, cool. I've never tried them or anything, but to each their own. Yeah, Envy. Let's see. They're running out of chances right now. Being on the T side of Nuke, of course, it's not ideal that they've let their 5-round lead slip away into a 1-round deficit. Because I don't Secret. Is this going to be expected? Normally, Steel plays outside, just kind of aggressive around these smokes, and you can see because of that they are being careful. Som, though, also watching the walk-up, has been spotted, and in return has spotted Freakazide, connects a bullet, but not really much damage being put in. Freakazide allowed to fall back off. As we do end up seeing a dink onto JDM. So a little bit of damage being exchanged back and forth, of course, though heavily favouring Ghost. It's, again, a little bit awkward for Envy to start things off. The head of Fugly being tapped away at. It was the dink to dink him down, to take him down low early, rather. And a second bullet to finish him off. So, not looking good for Envy. They're just slowly being chipped away at right now. That outside control really being the only thing that they do have going in their favour. And even then, it's not ideal. JDM, though, could be given the opportunity. The shot is connected against Steel. And instantly he realizes rather that he can't really continue to face that angle. The issue is Elliot pushed up closer and created some new angles. So now it's a 4-on-4. A split towards A is going to be the goal. But there's already 2 players in position and a third rotating in through heaven. Boost is here to try and help. The up chimes him a 1 quickly and a second as it's cleaned up. It's ups across the scoreboard right there. Wardell able to find one as well. 12-10. This is looking good from Ghost right now, extending this lead even further. A pause again is being called for because Envy at this point realize that Ghost right now are running away with this. Since swapping to the CT side, it has been flawless with 7 in a row. And again, I know we don't have a best of 3 counter, unfortunately, at the top of the screen. But that map number 1 did go in favor of Ghost. They were able to take a 16-10 back on Dust 2. I mean, if they keep this up here on Nuke, they could be taking another 16-10. So who knows? There we go. Pause has been removed. We're going to be getting right back into the matchup, of course. As Envy do decide against going for a full buy. So a couple of scouts, some Deagles being brought into play. A P250 then onto JDM. They're going to be able to get the full buy in the next round. But, I mean, this should be a 13th right now for Ghost. That is the main issue. They're on the CT side. They've been looking good since swapping over. Again, haven't really built up all that much money, so it's still a position where if Envy could take 2 rounds, then likely we would see Ghost looking at an eco. But I don't know. This is the round where we do actually see Ghost being given the opportunity to take it cleanly. And as I say that, it's exactly what they begin to do. 3 quick frags coming through, combined between the 2 uppers. Freakazide then drops Ellie on outside, and with that it leaves only Android. 1-on-5, a Deagle, a Nade, and Kevlar. So he has a pretty heavy investment, just about $2,000, or exactly $2,000 rather. Why did I say just about? Can he manage to make anything work with it before going down? Okay, so you can apparently type exclamation mark score. Actually get the counter of the current map scores. Shout out to Louis once again for being the best mod. There we go. 13-10. As I said, Envy in that previous round, they were looking for a bit of damage. Didn't really find anything, but they're on the buy now. Let's see if they can make it work in JDM. A good spawn allows for them to actually go ahead and peek up through that door to find the open and frag. That's a good way to kick off the round. The 5-on-4 favor in Envy. Will they be able to capitalize on it? Turn it into a round window? That's the question. With them having the favored position, of course, they don't really have to try and make the play anymore. We'd expect Ghost to maybe try and get aggressive somewhere to either try and pull back a frag or else at least get some info. But what is the goal going to be? Envy actually right now have, I believe, just gone ahead and fallen back from outside. They're grouping up in the lobby instead. But I believe they do still have a couple players maybe up on top of the roof as well. So an A execute actually looking quite likely. I guess haven't found that open and frag from the door. They know that the A-bomb site is slightly weakened, but the issue is Neptune getting aggressive has actually dropped the bomb. They don't know that he continued going forward. A free frag being found. Wardell gets one as well. Freakazide chimes in, and now it's all on Fugly. This round just quickly fell apart. He gets one, but it costs him a lot of health. He's dropped to 13 in the meantime. It's an unlucky number to a lot of people, and I think it's going to be a little bit unlucky for him right now. Left in the 1-on-3. And it looks like 14 should be put on the board right now for Ghost. Wardell pushing forward. Fugly at this point, I don't know. It looks like he still wants to try and hang around, which is interesting. I mean, either go for it or save. He's going to now begin to make a little bit of noise. Doesn't have the bomb, though, of course, so I don't really know why he's going forward. I guess just wants to die. And with the loss bonus that was available, it gives him the buy still into this round. But, I mean, he had an AK already in Kevlar, so could have just saved it if he wanted. I think he did have, like, $800 as well in the reserve, so... Or, like, yeah, around 1,000 or so. So it wouldn't really have been too big of a deal. He would have been able to just bought up the utility anyway, but... Yeah, 14-10. Envy have bought again. Full investment into this round. If they don't make this one work, then they're working with a similar investment in potentially the final round of this game. Because right now, Ghost looking good to take a 2-0. Oh, the spam coming through. Steel wanted to try and get a spam of his own to stop the player from getting down vent, but it was returned through the hut. The hut. Apologies, my voice failed on me. Mid-syllable right there. Still able to get one though on JDM. Again, we know he likes to actually play around that smoke. So at this point, Envy are at least being cautious of it. And they're also being cautious of that push up on top of the roof because Neptune making a lot of noise, of course, giving that away to Fugly, who is able to find a quick headshot. A 4-on-3. So we do actually see Envy getting into a favorable position. But again, we've seen it before and we've seen the round slip away from them. So I'm still a little bit worried for them at this point. Wardell on the up, holding towards outside, quickly spots Fugly and takes him down. As the rest of the players now, they're down in secret, but I was going to say, do they really want to commit to B? They don't really have too much info about what's going on, so they've slowed it down for the moment and seem to be kind of thinking about what they're going to do. And it looks like they will actually probably still take this one over towards B right now. A little bit awkward to try and keep an eye on the map, and yeah, indeed. Taking their time, but that will be the goal. There's a player in the back over in that dark corner right now, and a player also who can rotate quickly in through a ramp with the AWP. Kusta trying to help out. He's actually the one in the corner, never mind. So the up, a little bit of an awkward weapon for that position, but he's making it work somehow. Able to find one, tagged up Ellie as well. Allowed that to be an easy finish for Freakazide, but now the 1v3 for Android. He gets the first, low HP on Kusta, of course, pinned in the corner. This is a very difficult position. And of course, Ghost are working against the time, so they do need to move forward right now. Wardell left in the 1v1. I'm going to CZ. He just goes for a quick run by, not a drive by, because he's on foot, of course. So it's obviously a run by. But yeah, 15-10. Ghost. They've done it somehow. I actually don't know how. Because they were up 1-4. All right. fair enough. They were looking good to start the game off. Then they kind of collapsed a little bit and lost 8 rounds in a row, if I remember correctly. Got one more. Ended up going down 5-10 at the halftime. And since then, have just took 10 rounds in a row. I mean, I don't know what to expect. Envy, they're actually on a decent buy since they did, of course, get the bomb planted. So that's not too bad. A little bit of a stronger investment than it was looking to be, at least. The op in play. The op no longer in play. I wanted to say it was in play, but of course, gone already. A 5-on-4 is the situation. Android actually going to be able to creep out onto A and find one. I'm not a very good observer, and I'm going to have to try and do this one now, and I'm also slightly blind. Struggle a little bit to see that radar, not going to lie. Wardell, though, able to find one. And with that now, it's a 4-on-2. Fugly on outside with the bomb. Some chilling towards Secret, waiting to see if any aggression comes true. It's a 2-on-4 for Envy to try and save this one right now. Or else it is going to be that 2-0 for Ghost Gaming. It's looking really likely indeed. Fugly drops down the smoke. That gives Sam a little bit of room to try and work back in. There's a little bit of a gap, of course. He has actually been spotted jumping back over. And eventually taken down by the Oppa Wardell, of course. So it's all left onto Fugly. He is still towards outside. Has been spotted by Steel. And quickly finished off. 16-10. That is the score on both maps.